Diesel. Let me jump in. Let me jump in. Is it live? Hey, 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 people. Hey, hey, people. Cool, cool. I wasn't actually going to go live. I wasn't really feeling it, but thought I'd jump in anyway, even if it's just for a few minutes. Yes, so had checkup today at the hospital. So 6 months, it's the 13th today, so 2 days ago was 6 months since surgery. So yeah, had checkup, been 6 weeks since the last 6 weeks since the last checkup and x-rays. So doctor was pretty happy with the x-ray, said the leg break seems to be healing really well. Still very, very sore. The knee in here is really, really sore, sort of down to the start of the shin. The ankle's sore, and a little bit of soreness around the brake area as well. So yeah, so the hand, I had some good results with the hand at the specialist last week. So gaining range of movement. I think in one direction I had 27 degrees movement at the first checkup, and then yeah, that went to 35 degrees, so there's a bit of an increase in that. And the other direction I think went from 29 to 35 degrees, and the other direction I think went from like 11 degrees to 17, and then back the other way was only a couple of degrees. So I've got all the those ones I posted up on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, so moving forward, currently been on 4 hours a day, 5 days a week at work. So yeah, I sort of said to them, told them about how the leg had been, that it was still sore and that, and we sort of agreed that we'd give 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. So yeah, gonna give that a go. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. Anyway, like the next checkup, they've pushed me out for 12 weeks, so 3 months till my next x-rays and checkup. So yeah, so sort of happy in a way that I sort of put the pressure on a little bit for the 6 hours a day, because yeah, another 12 weeks on 4 hours a day, just yeah. Anyway, we'll just do what we need to do to make it all work. If it means extra rest, you know, to make sure that I'm good for work, then so be it. So yeah, 30 hours a week, so I'm only short 8 hours, 8 hours a week of my normal hours. So yeah, that's pretty good news. Yeah, we've got what's happened since. So I've been out. You guys would have seen videos. Who we got here? Hey Carl, how you going? I don't recall seeing you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, we're back. I think I'm still on the same stream. Power just went out. Turned the modem off. I've been waiting for the modem to reset. So, oh, that's facing the wrong way. camera, around. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Power went out. Yeah. Hey Gemma, how you going? Sorry about that, guys. The power just went out. Just long enough to switch the modem off, and I was just waiting for the modem to reset. So, hey Gemma. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. Yeah. I was just saying, I've just had the checkup and that, so we've got the okay to 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. Come here, boy. Come. Hey. Yeah, so pretty good news there. The next checkup isn't until for another 3 months, so another 12 weeks before I get my next lot of x-rays. So, yeah, that's Diesel. Hey, Diesel's really doing well. Hey, yeah. So, yeah, I was, what was I starting to say before the power went out? Oh, that's right, I was going to say about things that I've been up to. So, went out to the first round of the Hinterland Enduro Junior Development Club, the first round of racing. So that was really cool. Got to catch up with a heap of guys that I haven't seen since before the crash. So really cool. Happy about that. Hey boy, you gonna get up as well? Up. Come on, up. Watch out for your brother. Diesel up. Diesel up. Diesel up. Watch out. Yeah, happy to see you too, Gemma. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Just gonna change this, reset this resolution when the power went out. So yes. So that was really cool to get out to first round of racing. Got some good footage. I think I posted up about three videos from that. I posted up a camera that I had set up at the rock garden and the tyres. Then I posted up a video of some of the footage that I had from around the track. Yeah, and then I posted up, one of the boys gave me the okay to post up. He sent me his footage, an edit that he did of pretty much a full lap of the track. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, had a message from one of the local clubs. Approached me about working on a project with them, and also said there was a potential of another club wanting some help with the project as well. So I won't say too much about that, but once the ball starts rolling on that, and I know a little bit more details, and it's definitely going to go ahead, I'll let you guys know about that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty stoked to be approached. Yeah, to work with the clubs and help them out. So yeah. I don't know what else. I really, like I said, I wasn't really going to jump on and do a live. I wasn't really feeling it. I'm feeling a bit flat and a bit tired. But I thought, just do it, jump in. have a catch up with you guys, see who's floating around. Hey, how you going, Connor? Thanks for dropping in, man. Yeah, so yeah, just thought I'd jump in and do. I've been pretty much doing an update. Yeah, every time I've had a checkup or sort of something happened, I've done an update for you guys. So even though I wasn't really feeling it, I'm here. So thanks to those of you that dropped in. Yeah, same Gemma. It's always good to catch up. Yeah, so moving forward, yeah, pretty happy with everything. Wish the pain would go away. The leg, basically constant pain in the leg and constant pain in the arm. So yeah, I'll be really glad to see the end of that and have some relief from that. But I suppose the thing is, while everything's still healing and I'm doing exercises and stuff to strengthen and get mobility back, you're going to get that. So yeah, apart from that, just a big thank you to all the sponsors, that are all hanging in there with me, and words of support and stuff, private messages and stuff. Yeah, really appreciate those of you that have been with me for, coming on a couple of years now. Those of you that have just jumped on board, really appreciate that. Wild Industries, the local girls, Ange and Casey, Samantha from Bow Care, Bowen Therapy, from Body Healing. Just really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate everybody. I wish I was out there racing, but the way things are going, it doesn't. Definitely not going to be any racing for me this year. Might be a little bit of riding, maybe a bit of sweep riding or something. Yeah, so, but yeah, definitely no racing this year, and we'll see how things are looking. Yeah, basically take each day, each week, each month as it comes, and yeah, I've sort of said to a few people over the last sort of probably month and a half to 2 months, sort of said to people, it's been this long now. If it's going to be twice that long, which it's looking like it possibly will be, it's going to take as long as what it takes. Like, I just need to make sure that everything's 100% before I get back on the bike, because I really just want to make sure that the strength is there, and I just give myself the best chance possible to continue doing what I love. Yeah, Connor, me too, man. But it is what it is. Hey, just got to deal with it. Getting out there with being able to film mates riding and watch mates riding and that. Yeah, and that was the other thing as well I meant to mention was we got out I think it was last weekend. Got to think now. No, not the weekend just gone. The weekend before. Got out with the crew from Trail Riders Fraser Coast. They had organised a working bee with the Queensland Parks and Wildlife out at our local trails. So we had about nine crew. A couple of them were the young ones of the HBTR crew. We had about 9 from that, and we had a few from the Trail Riders Fraser Coast. So if you haven't already, there's a video up of that. I think it only ended up being about maybe 4 minutes or something like that long. So if you haven't watched that, cruise over and watch that. Yeah, give you a little bit of an insight into what Trail Riders Fraser Coast is trying to do for the local riding community. Nah, definitely, man. I don't want to come back too early and re-injure. Worst case scenario, re-break. One upside is that I've got the titanium rod in the tibia, and I've got the plate holding the end of the radius back on. So those guys are pretty much going to be a permanent fixture unless I have issues with them. The doctor said today that the rod in the leg has got to be in there for a minimum of a year. So normally if there's no issues, no complications or no restrictions, they can stay in. Otherwise, if there's pain or numbness, that sort of thing, can look at having the removal. But at the moment, I've got the bits of pain, I've got a bit of numbness and pins and needles in the foot, which I dare say is either a bit of nerve damage or either maybe the nerve touching the screws. It's in the vicinity of where 2 screws have been put through in to hold the rod in place in the legs. So it may be that the nerve's resting on the heads of those screws and causing a bit of numbness and a bit of pins and needles. So time will tell with that. That's been progressively getting better. What are you doing, Bullfed? I can hear you running amok out there. Hey, don't touch the camera. Yeah. Two dogs drinking. Have a quick look here. Oh, look out. My brother and sister-in-law has just sent me a thing of their dinner. Check this out. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, that's the feed they're having tonight. Yummo. Oh, you're right. Come in here and have a drink and have a fart. Off you go. Let me jump back into here. This has disappeared on me. Thanks for persevering with me, guys. I've sort of, like I said, I've just jumped on. What's going on here? That one, play. Live chat. Sounds like nerves being pushed on and pinched. Been out at Takura for a while. I'll have to check the working B video out. Yeah, cheers, man. It was yeah, it was a good day out there. We had like I said, we had the crew from HBTR. We had the Trail Riders Fraser Coast crew. We had a couple of lads from the Queensland Parks and Wildlife Service. He actually, one of the boys come through behind us with his chainsaw, and we actually marked a few dead trees and stuff, and he come behind. He actually lopped the dead trees and stuff. So yeah, it was good to get out there and meet those couple of rangers, and yeah, certainly show them that we're not scared of doing a bit of work to maintain the trails and keep it for future generations. Hey Mick, how you going? Thanks for dropping in, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, so yeah, moving forward, yeah, the 6 hours a day, 5 days a week at work for the next 12 weeks. See how things go with that. I'll be still trying to get to club days, the weekends that have that I'm not working. I'll be jumping into those, trying to get some footage. Yeah, but all in all, just trying to keep the ball rolling. Try and keep footage and stuff and videos rolling in for you guys. Obviously, um, posts on Facebook, posts on Instagram, obviously, um, trying to shout out for my sponsors and stuff that are still behind me. And yeah, just all in all, just trying to have a bit of normality, which is slowly coming with being back at work. I think this is my sixth week back at work, so a month and a half. So yeah, sort of settling into a bit of routine with that, which is good. It's been pretty good. The fact, like, normally I'd work weekends, but at the moment, I'm doing Monday to Friday pretty much. So they've put me into a role. They've actually created a role for me at work called, they've called it special projects. So basically working for the 2IC of the store, so the operations manager. So yeah, she's filtering stuff down. Yeah, projects, stuff that needs to be actioned, filling in gaps where short due to sick leave, things like that. So it's good to have pretty much got a regular roster. Basically doing 8 o'clock in the morning. I had been doing 8 till 12s with my 4-hour shifts. So moving forward, obviously that'll be like a 8 till 2:30 shift now with a half-hour lunch break in there. With the 4-hour shifts, I basically just having like a 15-minute smoko break that I'm entitled to. So by jumping up to 6 hours a day, I'm entitled to a half-hour unpaid lunch break. So, thanks for the share, Gemma. Appreciate it. Bloody mozzies. Yeah, so definitely heading in the right direction. Increased range of movement in the hand. I'm hoping that was the other thing that the hand specialist said. Like, I ended up getting to 35 degrees that way and 35 degrees that way. So she said once I hit 40 degrees in movement, that she'll start giving me some strength exercises. So I'm really pushing, trying to make sure that I hit or exceed the 40 degree flexion and extension, so that I can start working on some strength exercises, which hopefully in turn the strength exercises will help give me increased range of movement as well. So Shanae, how you going? Am I sub to you, Shanae, or you've probably come across because Gemma shared. Yeah, thanks, Gems. I dare say, is Shanae one of your subscribers, Gemma? Oh, this is a little bit behind. I'll get that up to date because it switched off a couple of times. It was like a minute or so behind. Oh, Shannon Naylor. Far out, Shannon. I haven't come across you. We haven't crossed paths in what, probably two or 3 years. Wow, thanks for dropping in. That's awesome. Have you been putting any content up? I haven't been getting notifications. I'll have to jump in. Oh, look, you can go to channel. Oh, that might be. Go to your channel and see what's going on. See if I've Oh, so Shanae, is this a new? Because I'm not subbed to you on this. I've just resubbed and switched on notifications. So yeah, obviously YouTube's done one of their U-Butte unsubscribe that they like to do. Yeah, appreciate you, Shannon. Yeah, appreciate everybody for their support. I know a lot of you. I've got friends and stuff that watch on their TV and stuff, and so they can't comment or anything on their telly. So, but I do appreciate everybody that comes across. Yeah, I reckon I must be due. I must be due. I reckon my next payout. I'm gonna have to do another donation to a not for profit. I think Gemma, I was saying to you the last live that I did that I was gonna do one to oh, got a mental blank. Mental blank. What did I say, Gemma, that I was going to give a donation to? Autism, wasn't it? Was it autism? I think it's autism, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I must be coming up due, I reckon, for a payout from YouTube for monetization. So yeah, I'll be jumping on and I'll make a donation to autism. So I think we've got a few foundations here in Australia. I think there's Autism Australia and Autism Awareness and that. So yeah, I'll definitely jump in and make a contribution to one of the autism not for profit. So just a little way of giving back to the community. Basically making a little bit of money from doing something that I enjoy. So more than happy to give back. I think it was what was it? I think October. I think September or October. I made a $50 donation to oh dear me. Sorry guys, I'm very vague tonight. Very tired and flat. Oh dear me. Epilepsy. So yeah, $50 out of my last payout from YouTube. I made a donation to them for Epilepsy Australia. So hey Kane, how you going? Thanks for dropping in, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, cool. October is World Mental Health Month. I'll have to yeah. That's cool, Gemma. I look forward to seeing your video. Oh, cool, Gemma. Yeah. Every little bit counts, hey, going towards those that help others out that are less fortunate. Yeah. 5 a.m. I'm getting up for work. Wake and bake. You know the deal. Hey, Kane. Yeah, man. Well, it's what is it over here? It is just after 7. It's like 10 past 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday, the 13th of April. We've got here. So I dare say you will be. What are you? You're 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, I think. Mr. Diesel. (10 a.m. Wednesday morning, UK. 5 a.m. here in Florida. How's your weather over there, Shanae? you'd be coming into winter, wouldn't you? Be starting to get a bit cold over there. Hang on, sorry, you guys are coming. You guys are coming into summer. We're coming into winter. I tell you, I need to buddy have an energy drink or something. Yeah, so we're coming into winter. We're April, so April sort of late April, early May is the start of our sort of winter. August is generally our coldest month of the year. So yeah, you guys will be coming into summer, so that's cool. It's meant to be spring here, but it's so cold. Yeah. Gemma, you guys over there, you pretty much, I've seen on hazies and I've seen on a couple of the lads that I follow that ride bikes over there. It seems like it is just wet and miserable and cold all year round over there in the UK. Like, unreal. Mr. Diesel. Hey, Mr. Diesel likes YouTube. Come here, bud. Come here. Diesel, come. Diesel, come. Come here. Yeah. No licking your feet. Don't lick your feet. No. Nope. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of cold weather either, but we don't get too... when I say we don't get too cold, we get to minus... I think we've been down here in the bay, we've been down to about minus 2 degrees Celsius, which I know is nothing compared to what you guys get over there. Like, we've had a couple of years of like full frost, but yeah. I know you guys are in Fahrenheit there in Florida. Gemma, are you guys in the UK, you're in degrees Celsius? Or are you in Fahrenheit as well? Alright, yeah, I had a feeling that the UK was degrees Celsius as well. Because you guys are you still miles an hour over there, or have you gone kilometres an hour in the UK, Gemma? Okay, yep, you guys are miles an hour. Hey Ian, thanks for dropping in, mate. Appreciate ya. Appreciate everyone for dropping in. So we've obviously got a few watching in the background there that either can't comment or just hanging out. G'day to those people. There's probably are you there, Richo? I know Richo, one of my old workmates, always says that he watches on TV and can't comment or interact on the live stream. So for those of you there in the background, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you all. Yeah, great to be able to do this and have a chat with the subscribers, and yeah, I'm glad I jumped in. So anybody got any questions? Any questions about anything? More than happy to answer any questions, anything about anything. Questions about Australia, questions about making tracks, what else? anything that comes to mind, shout it out in the chat, and I'm more than happy. More than happy. What else? What else can you ask me? Oh, that's started working on the bike, on the motorbike again yesterday. So yeah, I got it back together and charged up the battery and that, and I don't know whether, I'm thinking either there's something with the auto decompression on the cam, or for some reason the valve's tightened up. So when I go to hit the start button, you can hear the starter engaging, but it's not turning the motor over. If I take the spark plug out and hit the button, it winds over, no worries. So it seems to be a compression issue. Yeah, I've just got to try and suss it out. So I have had it started, I think 3 times, and it runs no worries, revs, which sort of makes me think that it's possibly the decomp, because if I hit the start button a few times, I reckon it's getting past the compression point, and then it's just enough for the motor to fire. So yeah, I'll have to look into that one. All right, so what's the first question? So Shanae, so our gas prices over here, we hit over $2 per litre for regular unleaded. So we call it a 91, which is your basic entry level unleaded. We hit, I think, it about $2.10 a litre. So the government stepped in probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and supposedly they reduced the excise, which is otherwise known as a tax on fuel. So I fueled up my little truck day before yesterday, I think, and I paid $1.73 a litre. $1.73? Yeah, I think it was $1.73. Yeah, for the same, for 91 regular unleaded. So yeah. Gemma, how did you get into racing? So Gemma, I rode with a guy, Luke Ramsey. He sort of put me onto it. He said, why don't you come to the Hinterland Enduro Junior Development Club, come and race. And I'm like, oh, I'm not really, I'm just happy to trail ride and that. And he's like, come and give it a go and see what you reckon. And yeah, the first race I went to, and I was hooked. I absolutely loved it. And like, that was not last year, the year before. Yeah, that was my first ever racing. So I suppose you could say 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago I started racing, and yeah, it's because of Luke Ramsey. I think, what's he call himself? Triple two enduro, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that's how I got into racing. Shanae, mine's my bike's 4-stroke, so 4-strokes don't generally foul plugs. Normally 2-strokes will foul plugs. But yeah, it's definitely not a spark issue. It's actually the motor. The starter's not actually even turning the motor over to actually be able to fire. So it's 99.9% that it's a compression issue. Yeah, because even with a jump pack on the battery, yeah, it's still not turning the motor over. So there is that small 0.01% chance that it's the starter, but the fact that when I'm taking the plug out, it cranks the motor over, no worries, sort of makes me point towards compression. Yeah, Sinead, that's really high, like really high petrol prices. And yes, over here in Australia we call it petrol. Yeah, I think gasoline is a American term. So we fill up with gas over here, but it is actually gas. It's actually yeah, LPG. So yeah, but normally it's petrol or diesel is what we refer to it as. Yeah, Gemma, I'm glad that he gave me that encouragement to jump into the racing, because yeah, I definitely enjoyed it, and you know, I was pretty stoked last year to come second in my class in B grade for the season. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Yeah, not two stroke, Shanae, yeah, four stroke. Too high, about $1.70 a litre, or £7.65 an English gallon, so about $10. Yeah, righto. So US gallon is 3.8 litres. Yeah, righto. We are $5.10 a gallon. Yeah, I always tried to work out. I always thought that that a gallon was just on 4 litres. Something I googled the other day, and it was different. I don't know whether. So UK gallon's 4.5 litres, righto. In Pennsylvania, gas just dropped to $3.99 a gallon. So Kane, your gallon would be like the 3.8 litres as well. So you're paying so $4 a gallon, roughly. So you're about, that would make you nearly $1 a litre, would it? Far out. That's good if that's the case. Or is your gallon less than 3.8 litres? So Ian pays £1.79 a litre, but £1 of that is tax. Far out. Ian, I don't even know. Let me Google this. I'm going to Google. I'm going to Google a breakdown of. I'm going to Google a breakdown of Australian petrol prices. What is the percentage of tax on Australian fuel?
10%. According to Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, all retail fuel prices in Australia include GST at the rate of 10%.
Yeah, but GST is not fuel excise. All right, let's ask it. So they're saying 10%, so we pay 10% GST, but let's ask about fuel excise. What percentage of fuel prices is excise? So we don't want to answer that question. Okay, so here we go. So they're saying that. So here we go. Here's a little bit of education for you. So fuel excise is a flat sales tax levied by the Australian government on petrol and diesel bought at the bowser. The current rate is 44.2 cents in excise for every litre of fuel purchased. So how good's that? So if we're paying say for argument's sake, I paid $1.70. Say I paid $1.74 a litre for fuel the day before yesterday. So 44 cents out of that is going to the government. And bet your bottom dollar on top of that will be a 10% GST. So there's another 10 cents in every dollar. Yeah. You got to ask the right questions to get the right answers, hey? Oh. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's fast forward that a little bit. Get that back to where we're meant to be. Chat. Live chat. Rightio. So what else have we got here? So cane, yeah, got up to $4.60 a gallon. Right, the US gallon is about 3.785, yeah, so about 3.8 litres per gallon. Rightio, very, very interesting. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Fuel prices aren't cool, but yeah, good to have a little bit of comparison around the world. So, let me just do a quick calculation here. So I'm going to go and find calculator. Alright, calculator. So let's go $1.73 times 3 times back times 3.8. Oh, need another decimal place. $1.73. Alright, so at $1.73 per litre times 3.8 litres, which is your gallon, that puts me here for my basic entry level unleaded, so regular unleaded, is $6.57 a gallon for the cheap fuel. Now you can add, normally our premium over here is about the same price as diesel, which you'd be looking at pretty much about $2 a litre. So $2 times, so yeah, $7.60 a gallon for premium or diesel. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Go away, Mozzie. Cool. £1 will get me almost $2 Australian. Yeah, the sort of the same. I get E85 for my Suburban, and that's $3.29 a gallon. Yeah, Kane, we have E10 and we have E85 over here as well. They make it from sugarcane over here, but yeah, only certain vehicles can run it, and yeah, it's actually highly corrosive. So yeah, if you run it in the wrong vehicle, it's not suitable for the ethanol fuels. It'll actually eat your valves and eat your head, eat your pistons and rings. Yeah, so yeah, most people steer clear of the ethanol blend fuel over here. Just and it's not that much cheaper. Like oh wow, Ian, you run cooking oil. That's pretty cool. My Simone, my wife, she had a guy that used to come and get all the cooking oil that they used to drain out of their deep fryers, and he used to run his vehicle on the the deep fryer oil that he got from them. Oh, that's interesting to know, Kane. Yep. So you can't run the E85 in your car. It's but you can run it in your Suburban. Corn oil, and that's highest fuel. Now, all I know is to fill my husband's work truck with diesel 5 days a week is draining our account quickly. Yeah, it's crazy, hey. Like, yeah, I mean, while I was off, I was sort of the 5 months that I was off work. Yeah, I was saving a. Not that my little truck's only 4-cylinder, but yeah, it was certainly saving some money by me not driving anywhere. Money is going out faster than we. Yeah, it's like that. Hey, like everything's just gone through the roof, and yeah, it's crazy that we went to the shop the other day, and like I think a lettuce, one lettuce was bloody $3 for a lettuce. Like normally buying them for like $1 something, and just the cost of living's going through the roof, but yeah, the wages certainly aren't increasing in line with cost of living. That's 100% for sure. So Ian travels. Hang on, let's go back one. Today I got diesel in work truck. Yesterday is $5.29 a gallon. I travel 14 miles a day. Costs me £20 a week, $27. I had to bump my garden up just to relieve my food bill. Yeah, yeah, mate, that's the truth. We're growing the basics here. We've got herbs and stuff, but yeah, we had a veggie garden probably about 7 or 8 years ago. But it's just when you're both working full time and that, it's just such high maintenance, and we're on tank water, and you got to water it pretty much every day. In the long run, we ended up getting rid of the garden and just paying for the fruit and veg rather than trying to grow it. Hey Lachlan, there you go, man. Good to see you. Yeah, mate. Check up today. They're happy with the way the brake's healing in the leg. Still sore, wrist still sore, but gaining range of movement. Like the 2 weeks between the two appointments with the hand specialist. Yeah, really happy. Almost a 12% increase in movement one way, and about 9% in another direction. So yeah, yeah, got the okay to another 2 hours a day at work. So I'll be hitting them up tomorrow when I go in for 6-hour shifts. So that'll entitle me to a half-hour lunch break. So that'll be good to split it up a bit. Yeah. Hey, good on you, Ian. Yeah. Good stuff. Just excuse me for a sec, guys. I just got to grab a quick drink. Won't be a sec. Sorry guys, just getting a bit hoarse there from talking. Excuse me. Yeah, coming along pretty good, eh, Lockie? Be pretty stoked. What you up to, boy? Am I in your road, or are you in my road? Hmm? Say good day, Diesel. Hey, say good day to everyone. Don't lick your foot. Don't lick your foot, no. Stop licking your foot, mate. Yeah, slowly but surely, Lachlan. Yeah, it'd be cool, mate. Once I'm back on the bike to catch up with you for a ride, mate. Yeah, be awesome to meet you, mate, and go for a blast. Yeah, whether you come here or whether I come to you, or that'd be pretty cool. All right, no worries, Ian. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate you dropping in and having a chat, man. We'll catch up with you next time, eh? I'll probably see you in one of the other streams. So what have you been up to, Lachlan? You been getting out for a ride, mate? Haven't really seen much of you on Insta. You were, yeah, sort of used to see a few posts here and there on Insta from you, but haven't really seen much lately. All right, Shanae, thanks for dropping in. Good to see ya. Hey, KDM Hucker. Oh, mate, I was just saying before, I got an issue, KDM Hucker, I don't know whether the auto decompression on the cam gear is stuck in the, I would say in the off position, which means that when the motor tries to crank over, it doesn't open the valve slightly to reduce the compression, because when I hit the button, you can hear the starter engage and it won't turn the motor. But when I take the spark plug out and hit the starter, it winds over no worries. So I'm thinking possibly the decomp, auto decomp might be stuck off, or possibly the valves have gone out of spec and aren't opening on crank and causing a build up of compression. Just going to back out of this and refresh it. Close that. Open him up again. Yeah, most weekends I get out and about. Just bought a trials bike, so I'm keen to start messing about on that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I got one of my bosses at work. One of my bosses at work's got two of his kids into the trials riding. They a couple of weekends ago they went to a meet, Gladstone, around Gladstone area. Yeah, so you probably know about that one. Yeah, they went to the recent meet there. Him and his son and his daughter. So he's always at me. Oh, come and have a go on the trials bike. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. It's yeah, something different. Was it quality going down on that again? Seems to do a fair few little meets throughout the year, so we're good to go. Yeah, definitely, mate. From what from what the mate was saying, they have basically share the same course, but they have different coloured arrows according to the level that you're riding. So, the basic level would have a yellow arrow pointing straight up the hill. Your next level might be a green arrow pointing, and you've got to go over a log, and then the next one might be a red arrow. You've got to go around the tree, turn around, and go back up over a rock. So it's sort of all on the same course, but different levels on that same course. Yeah, that's it. Short but quite with a whole bunch of different challenges. Yeah. Hey Lachlan, how long does it say I've been on there for, mate? I think it must be close to an hour. So what is the time? It's 7:45. So probably jump out soon. Got a mate off. Got a mate off the street bikes and into the dirt. Squirter's been riding with him a fair bit. Oh, that's cool, man. All right, so it's about an hour, is it? Yeah, cool. Cool. What? Hopefully it is an easy fix, mate. How many hours on her now, and what's your next bike? You think? KDM hacker. So I think the bike's coming up on around 380 something hours, but I did do a top end rebuild. Did a top end rebuild at about 210 hours. So yeah. As for new next bike, mate, yeah, that's a long way away at the moment. I got to get back into riding first and see how things are going. But yeah, I wouldn't, mate. To be honest, I'd really love like a newer model KDM, more than likely a 450. Like I've spoken to guys that have ridden the 350s, and some love them, some hate them. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a go on a 350, but I'm pretty partial with me 450s, So I'd have to say like a 2022 KDM 450 XC would be the ultimate. Yeah, that'd be sweet, man. Because I think they made some more changes, Lockie, on the 2020 model, I believe. As far as I'm aware, like my 2017, they changed the geometry of the rear suspension. They changed the rake of the rear shock. They shaved a heap of weight off the motor and off the frame. And I believe that stayed pretty much the same for 17, 18, and 19. I believe 2020 they changed, changed a bit. Yeah, that'd be cool, Lockie. You're pretty partial to your two-strokes, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, Lockie, I had a few mates that ride the Sherco 300, and they actually really love them. I think with me mates they range from I think 2017 through to 2021, I think. So one of the guys bought one new, I think, last year or possibly the year before. So it might be a 2020. Oh, well, the bikes come out middle of the year prior. So the 2021s came out in like August 2020. So, yeah. 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 Anyway, crew, I think I'm going to call it at that. I've got a couple of things to do. Appreciate you all jumping in. Really appreciate it. I was only going to be a short one because I wasn't feeling it, but pretty stoked with. I think at one point there was I think 7 people or something in here. So thanks to everyone. What's Lachlan said here? Was going to buy new within the next year or two. They made a fair few changes from 17 or so till now. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Awesome stuff. Well, Lockie, I'm gonna bail, man. Sorry to take off on you, KDM Hacker, if you're still in here. Appreciate you all. And we'll catch you again. Take it easy, everyone. Peace out.